Professor Joshua Alabi. Tamale, one of the outstanding patriots in the annals of Ghanaian politics. Ngorenya, former General Secretary, Tesma, one of our own, Alhaji Huru Yahya. Zero Pune, Tamati champion, national vice chairman, Ngorenya, Alhaji Sofo Azoka. Tisiro Pune, Ayasu, Tisiro Pune, Enta Liam Gomlantin Jira, Ka Ungwana Nira, Katinyar recognition for the first time in the history of Ghana. TP, Governor of the Bank of Ghana, Ngorenya Dr. Isaku Nasiru. Onyela Kumbungu. Ayasu, Tema Zero Pune, former Employment and Labor Relations Minister, former Foreign Minister, former running mate, His Excellency Alhaji Mohammed Mumuni of Zero Pune. Chaboy, Tishiro Pune, Tema two-time MP for Kumbungu constituency, former chairman Alhaji Imoro Kakpao Obesiro Pune. Chaboy, Tishiro Pune, Tema to one of the hardest working members of our party in the last administration, Ngolinya, the Honorable Julius Deborah, former Chief of Staff. Tishiro Pune, Temare Alhaji Fuzak, Obazabe Shiro Pune, Payaluto. Tishiro Pune, Temare, the leader of the minority in parliament and the soon to be the majority leader of the 8th Parliament of the Republic of Ghana, the Honorable Haruna Gangu Ipisu. Ayasusu, the constituency chairman, to executives across the length and breadth of the constituency. Tishiro Pune, Tamale, one of the selfless and very hard-working cadres of our party, Ngolenya Dr. Abdullahi Salifu. Pamia Solo, Inyam Kumuna, Nobunyar Onyange John Dramani Mahama, Dozo Iyo Sunuma Biela. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, before I introduce the next president of the Republic of Ghana, let me tell you, the NDC is the party that advances the interests of all the people of Ghana. The NDC is the party that creates equal opportunities for men, for women, and for children up and down the country. Now you go Pune, John Mahama Gwamnanti, Dinyala Sudo Gwamnanti, John Mahama Ndira, Katimal Sudo, John Mahama Ndira, Katimal Sudo, John Mahama Ndira, Andy Ndira, Katimal Yabgasan, Tungwana. We can introduce the next president of the Republic of Ghana, Timale Dr. Naporo from the Kolebu Teaching Hospital. We are grateful to all the rank and file of our great party who have massed here in your numbers. Tishiro Pune, Ayasu, Tishiro Pune, Timale, the incoming MP for Kumbungu constituency, Ngolenya Dr. Hamza Adam Obetishiro Pune. Ayasu, Nana Barka, Nanjam Sogo, John Mahama Gwamnanti, Isan vote Matiti on the 7th of December. Within 1 year, the John Dramani Mahama government would abolish the double track system we are faced with in our country. Kumbungu, are you ready? Kumbungu, are you ready? Kumbungu, are you ready? Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I invite His Excellency, the one and only, my former boss, former president, incoming president of the Republic of Ghana, the one and only, John Dramani Mahama. Namianopo.
Hello? Ezu. Eza. Ezu. Eza. Hey. 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 Too sure. Too sure. Too sure. Too direct. Too direct. Too direct. Thank you very much. My father, the Kumbungu, our revered elders, our former members of parliament, members of the Kumbungu constituency, as my father Kumbungu said, when I come back to Kumbungu, it's like coming back home. When you have your father and you are going into any battle, you have to come home and seek the blessings and prayers of your father before you go into the battle. So, if you see me here in Kumbungu, is to come and see my father and collect some of the bees. I hope you heard that. To collect some of the Kumbungu bees to accompany me into the electoral battle of 7th December 2020. Ayan chan tobuni the Simpson akada yinga ka abanang aduata pwai kanan chan ka chanti de nasara andan labna dezo yinya makwe Kumbungu ankana nindi de shima Kazan Chang Tobomani. Ezu. Eza. But seriously, we have a choice to make. We've all lived in this country for 4 years under the Nana Addo administration. In 2016, when we were going to the elections, it was difficult for people to make a choice because they had to make a choice between one party that had been in government with a track record and another presidential candidate who had never been in office before and had no track record. All he had was promises. And so making the comparison between the track record of the NDC and the promises of the MPP was not an easy thing. And so Ghanaians decided to give him the benefit of the doubt. And so they voted for Nana Akufo-Addo and the MPP to come into power. Now they've been in office for 4 years. And so they have a track record. the NDC too has a track record. And so I was very happy when Nana Akufo-Addo himself said that this election 2020 is going to be a comparison of track records. And what is the best way to compare track records? I thought that as leader and presidential candidate of NDC, and he as leader and presidential candidate of NPP, will have the opportunity to sit side by side and tell the Ghanaian people what we've done for them. Unfortunately, he has refused completely to take advantage of that. Because of course he knows that if I sit next to him and we compare our track records, there is no doubt in the minds of anybody that NDC has a better track record than he has, and NDC will win the elections of 2020. And so on 7th December we have to make a choice, and the way we make the choice is to look at the quality of our lives, to look at our income levels, and also to look at the development that has taken place in our communities. When NDC was in office, we were extending electricity to all the communities within the district. As soon as we left office, that project came to a standstill. And there are several communities that were supposed to have electricity by now who do not have. And I want to assure those communities that if you vote for NDC and NDC comes to power, your electricity is coming to you. I was a young boy and I grew up in Tamale. And I used to come to Kumbungu frequently. I remember the dusty road from Tamale to Kumbungu. The quota used to end at Bishop's Middle School. After that, dusty road, by the time you get to Kumbungu, you have covered with brown powder. We engineered that road. And today, the road has gone past Kumbungu by about 3 kilometers. Our intention was to continue it all the way to Dalong, and then also to do the road from Kumbungu to Tolong, and then from Kumbungu all the way to Savlugu. We didn't finish those plans before we left, but I wish to assure Kumbunayiri that inshallah with your prayers, NDC is going to win the elections and come back. And when we come back, we have a project we call the Big Push. The Big Push is going to be a $10 billion investment in infrastructure. And one of the priority infrastructures we are going to do are the roads. And so those your roads that we did not complete before we left, Kumbunayiri, my father, I can assure you that when NDC comes and your son John Mahama is the president, we will do all those roads for you. We will also establish a hospital here in Kumbungu. Kumbungu is not an appendage of Tamale. Because people believe Kumbungu is close to Tamale, they believe that if a person is ill, he should go to the Tamale Teaching Hospital. No. Kumbungu is a district of its own, and it deserves its own hospital. So in 2016, Bada Yon Tishama, Yunga Bakujali Lala, Ezu Kabibing Yete, Yunga Bakuto Yonte, Bazangle Ayaluna Mana, Yidieli, Ndi Ayaluna. Badiana Yidiele ND Ama EP to NDC Ka NDC Kana Labna and Tetu Tuma Tete. Ezu NDC card to dark baby. Biyana agba benshar anuni. Abo mide amfani. Nagla de bargia. Dete bargia ka bande amfani. Ezu NDC card to dark baby. Kabo mide amfani ka de bargia. Pompo tozan furla. Umbo NDC she NDC bia NDC labna antegbo yema tebo firla one time umbo NDC she ama na iko NDC ne labna antegbo ku gama azugo 2016 MPP Benang, how do you say promises? Alkawale Pam. Nabi yang me factory district camp. Umba Kumbungu nama. Your factory ma bia. Ezu Kabulan yale. Na yung come constituency come be until $1 million. Those are you are nambongo. Kumbungu, you $4 million, mabia. Kanana kufado yelia. Netishin legre zogo. Ama Ghana teneng nambo. Tishin legre zogo ama kum malte. Zumagba ka kum yen kote. We are hungrier today than in 2016. Today, hunger is killing us. And so it is time to show Nana Akufo-Addo and MPP the red card. Abe Pakini, Kang me bolle, Kabi Ming Mebo, Bazanla red card unwa, Ka yi, Ka sokana, Tengme. Ezu Yunga Nambongo Denyangba Bokoto Bwe Ghana Beda Be opposition MPP Bobor Yetoa Pam Ama Bobo Tumda NDC Tenen Tumda Ama Tubumi Yetoa Tebo Toxra MPP Botoxra Ama Bajituma Babanem Bishao Ama NDC Tumda Ama Tiji Toxable Ezu. What I mean is NDC is full of action but less talk, and MPP is full of talk and no action. Ezu Eza. I'll give you an example. Nedanye president. Ka petrol to that la gallon 14 cedis 50 pesos. Oh, Vuvuzela, you people stop this noise. Hey. Yeche very maka wumvere. So, Daniel president, petrol gallon giga, Daniel 14 cedis 50 pesos. Kabiyan Jamama also pem petrol 14 cedis 50 pesos. Tikuto dale. Zungo ombumi Kumbungu. Ama petrol ala nye petrol Kumbungu. 23 cedis. 24 cedis. So in 2016, a gallon of petrol was 14 cedis, 50 pesos. And they said that I had put taxes on the petrol. That's why it was so expensive. And so when they come into office, they're going to remove the taxes so that we can sell petrol at 8 cedis. They have been in power for 4 years. Today, petrol is 24 cedis per gallon. And so if John Mahama was wicked at 14 cedis, 50 pesos, what will we call Nana Akufo-Addo at 24 cedis per gallon? And so it was all a game to try and win our votes. But this time we're not children. They're not going to have it easy. Ghanaians are discerning. We've lived under them for 4 years. The country is going in the wrong direction. The economy is in shambles. They have borrowed more than all the governments in history combined, from Nkrumah to John Mahama. 122 billion was the debt that we left them. Tedache Samle Enteba, 122 billion Ghana cedis. Yung Anai Bude Samle, 157 billion cedis. And the question we ask them is, what have you done with that money? There is not a single completed secondary school that you have built. There is not a single hospital project that you have built. We don't see any roads that you have done. You've not extended electricity anywhere. You've not done water projects anywhere. You've not built any harbor. Nothing. And yet you borrowed 157 billion. And so we have to rescue this nation from the hands of the MPP and Akufo-Addo. Otherwise, they'll end this country in a ditch, and it will be bad for our children and our children's children. We put some money in the stabilization fund. I put it there in the stabilization fund, $300 million, so that anytime there's a shock or an unforeseen event, we can take that money and use it to alleviate the plight of people. So when coronavirus came, we told them there's money in the stabilization fund. Go and take it and use it to help with the coronavirus. That is the money they are distributing. Ayaluna Kabakate so 500 cedis. Yelna Peter Akufo-Addo. I voted to Akufo-Addo. Okana Okudie Samlema Asani. Amba a Peter Jomama kana onkan today Samlema. Ngba nku de but te ya yidie kadi telegre nyale. We have a lot of programs to provide employment for young people. We are coming to continue with development, but our priority now is youth employment, so that all our young people can get work to do. Those who don't have skills, will give you free technical vocational education training. And those who want to be apprentices, will give you free apprenticeship training under the National Apprenticeship Program. We will also have the opportunity, the 60% of Ghanaians who have no access to national health insurance, we're going to give you free primary health care. And so if you go to any hospital from a district hospital downwards, you just show your Ghana card to show that you're a Ghanaian, and they'll treat you free of charge. You don't have to pay anything. We procured land to build a new community day senior high school here in Kumbungu. We awarded a contract, but it did not start before we left office. So I want to assure my father, Kumbungu, that when we come into office, the E-Block Community Day Senior Secondary School we planned for Kumbungu, we will come and build it and establish it here. Those are Uncle Toxopam. 7 December 2020. You chance to vote Banteria ballot paper, people Banama. And this in ye I paper mazogo. Those are too sure I you paper mazogo. Anye JM can yuli manakata yama Kazang Anudo and Zandere. Anye parliamentary ballot paper magba Dr. Hamza and Tuzo Dr. Hamza Adam. Ngonde number 2. Ngon be number 2 paper mazo. Oden magba kazan nudoma ndele. To anama. Now netete nasara. Dezo wanza nya zango woya. Nzango nang mbaka kombunaire nuni. Yin adwa tamaki dencho ogba kata zaya chantutum antaya. But before I do that, I want to thank my elder brother, Honorable Kakpao, for the support that he is giving to his younger brother. I hear he doesn't sleep, he's working hard for his success. I also want to thank my elder brother, Alhaji Muhammad Mumuni, for the support he's giving to our younger brother. May Allah bless him. I want to thank our incumbent MP2, Honorable Ras Mubarak, for the support he's also given to our brother. That is what political maturity is. And so I urge all our supporters, NDC supporters, there are no factions anymore. We are all one. They say if you take a broom and you pull it out in pieces, you can break it. But if you put the broom together, you cannot break it. And so NDC is like a broom that is together. Nobody can break us. And as long as nobody can break us, Kumbungu constituency will be a safe constituency for NDC. I've also been asked to acknowledge Mr. Baba. He was an aspirant who contested with Dr. Hamza Adam, and even though he lost, he has stood behind Dr. Hamza Adam and is supporting him strongly. So, Mr. Baba, thank you very much. I've spoken about Ras Mubarak already. There is enough space under the umbrella for everybody. And so if we help our brother to go, there's a lot that all of you can do when NDC comes into government. So thank you very much. So I'm going to raise his hand. 7th December, so come MP to Zo, Dr. Hamza Adam. Thank you.
The nation builder Mahama, run a bear with money.